west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
If Ron ain't know that, what is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, you became whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is it? Good riddance, don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I should now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Bruce Wayne devastated, I'm calculating my next move. UPK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas home ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope in forget the struggles. Life like some war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
It's wrong, ain't no.
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till death do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch, bless your heart. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Damn.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels, baby.
expected to grow. Just also go set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
Alright, clap it up. Hey, Shalom Israel. With the Isupk started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York since 1969. I'm precinct officer of 500 Lakumia Allah, holding down tonight's Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to start with the alphabet in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. The first is your A. After your A, you got your Ba. You have your Ga, which is right after the Ba. And always remember when you write in your Hebrew,
When you're writing in English, your English goes from left to right. When you write in Hebrew, it goes from right to left. So your first three characters in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is your your ba, and your ga. Next, you got your da. Then you have your ha. In the ancient Hebrew, everything is, you don't have any vowels in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, so everything is gonna be sound like it's lowercase. So you'll have your ba, ga, da, ha. Next, you'll have your wa. After your wa, you have your za. And then here's the next one is a somewhat tricky one. So you have two of them that sound similar, but you put more of a pronunciation on this one, which is your ka. So this is your ka. And you'll see why I say it's another one that's similar to it. But your next one after the ka is your ta. The next one is your ya. And then here's the one that sounds similar to the ka, which is the ka. So you have your ka here, and then you have your ka right here. And this is the ancient Hebrew, the ancient Paleo Hebrew. After your ka, you have your la. Next, you have your ma. You have your na after the ma. The next one is the na. After the na, you have your sa. You have your Sa. Then you have your I. After your I, you have the Pa. Then you have the Taza. After your Taza, you have the Kwa. After the Kwa, you have the Ra. Next, you have the Sha. And then after the Sha, you have the Tha. So your Tha looks like a slanted T. So we're reading the alphabet, the characters of the alphabet off in the ancient Hebrew. You have your A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Shata. Okay, give it a minute for everyone that's taking notes. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna write the same alphabet just in the Assyrian Hebrew. So now we're gonna write the alphabet out in the Assyrian Hebrew. You have your A. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so I already do this. All right, so your first one is your A in Assyrian Hebrew. There we go. Next you have your ba. A good way to remember the ba and the Assyrian is it looks like a backwards hangman. The Assyrian Hebrew, if you're reading the Assyrian Hebrew in the Sabbath service, or you just studying and you're reading the Assyrian Hebrew, you want to be very careful because there's a lot of characters in the Assyrian Hebrew that look almost identical. So you want to be very careful, but you want to be very cautious of what you're reading of, and you want to be very careful and cautious of how you're reading it, because what you can mistakenly do is you can put a character there that's not really there, and you'll missay a word. So, for example, the next one right here is your ga. So your ga and your ba look somewhat identical. So the only difference is whenever you're writing your ba, you want to think of a backwards hangman is how it was broken down to me. So with your ga, try to think of a backwards hangman. So like with your ba, you want to think of a backwards hangman. Next is your da. Here's another one that actually get a lot of people hung up on the words, because your da, you have a lot of characters that looks very similar to it. And as we keep going through the alphabet in the Assyrian Hebrew, you'll see all the characters that look just like the da. All right. So after the da, you have the ha. Notice in the ha, the way I wrote it here, notice that the lines here do not connect. You want to pay attention to that, especially in the Assyrian Hebrew, because this is another character. The lines in the ha do not connect. All right, after the ha, you have your wa. And here's another character that looks similar to the da. The difference is instead of going a straight line, it's going more slanted up and coming down. After the wa, you have your za. If anyone have any questions, you can type it in. Type it into the chat. After your za, you have your ka. This one is similar to the ha, so you want to pay very close attention to this one. With the ka, not only are the lines connecting, but you see it hangs off a little bit on both sides. So the ha, there's a disconnect and it doesn't hang off on that side. With the ka, there's a connection on both lines and it hangs off on both sides. All right. After that, we have the ta. Have your ta. And if I ever move too fast, you're taking notes. If I ever move too fast, you can just type in the chat, ask me what the last thing was, you know what I'm saying? Ask me if I could just slow down a little bit so you can have time to write it in your notes. Understand everything is perfectly all right. Then if also, again, if you got any questions, you can type it in the chat. After your ta, you have your ya, which is another one that you want to pay close attention to. So with the ya, well, let me write it better. So your ya looks like your wa, except it's a lot smaller. This is your. After your ya, you have your ka. You have your ka. Now, this is something you got to pay attention to because this is also one that has ones that look just like it. Also, this one also have interchangeables. When I say interchangeables, I mean you have the letters that have interchangeables is ones that start one way and it looks one way when it starts, and then it looks a completely different way whenever between the middle of the word, if the character is in the middle of the word versus to the end of the word. So if you see this, the ka like this at the beginning of a word, this is exactly how you would write it. If you see it in the middle or the end of a word, you would write it like this. And notice, let me fix this up a little bit. But notice it kind of looks similar to the wa, and it is also gonna look similar to a different character that we're gonna get along with. What's going on, please? How you feeling? All right, so just always remember with the ka, and with everyone that changes in the middle and in the end versus in the front of the word, you'll see the character rewritten underneath the spelling of it. So you got your ka. After your ka, you have your la. You want to So after your ka, you have your ma. Now your ma is also one of the characters that change in the middle or in the end of the word. So your ma. Shema. This is how you will write it if it's at the beginning of a word. Now, if it's in the middle of a word or at the end of a word, you will write it like this. After your ma, you got your na. And the na, remember when I told you about the ka and the Assyrian at the beginning, your na is similar to the ka at the beginning. So the na looks like this. Notice this one goes out small, a lot shorter than this one does. Understand? This little tools I'm giving you how I remember which is which. Understand? Now with the na also looks different in the front versus in the middle or in the end. So if you see it, the na at the beginning of a word, it'll look like this. If you see it in the middle or at the end of a word, it'll look like this. Now notice your na, your ka, and your wa looks very similar. So when it comes to seeing these words and reading them in the middle or in the end of a word, when you see these characters in the middle or the end of a word, you want to make sure that you're reading it correctly, because these characters can easily be mistaken for other characters. After your na, you have your sa. After your sa, you have your I. Your I just looks like a backwards Y. Well, it's like not a backwards Y, but it's like a more looks like a Y with two things at the top. Now the I also, it's like not the I, but the next character also have interchangeables in it. Which the next character is your pa, which your pa looks like a upside down G. Shapa. Now this one has an interchangeable. This is how you would write it if you see it at the beginning of a word. If you see it in the mid, if it goes in the middle or in the end, it'll look like this. And then after your pa, you have your tazah. This one also has like an interchangeable. It looks different from the front versus to the middle and the end. So when you see it in the beginning, this is how you would write it, or this is how it will look if you're reading it. If you see it in the middle or in the end, it'll look more like this. It'll look more like a backwards Y. Next, you got your qua. Which looks kind of similar to an R. After your qua, you have your ra. What you want to, this is another one you want to be very cautious of, because your ra looks almost identical to your da. So when you're reading it, you want to be very careful of the way the characters actually are written. That way you can read it correctly. Or if you're writing it out, you want to be careful of how you're writing it. That way the person that's reading it can understand properly what you're saying. After your ra, you have your sha. After your sha, you have your tha. Now notice your tha, your ka, and your ha looks very similar. So with the ha, there's no connecting here. So when you're writing the ha, you're reading the ha, you want to make sure that there is no connection between the lines right here. With the ka, the lines connect, and there's like a little dip off of the line on each side. Understand? And then the tha, you have a loop here that both the lines connect. There's no clip off on this side over here, but both the lines connect, and then You have a little tail, a little point, a little tail at the end of the thigh on that side as well. I'll give you a moment to write that down in your notes. Also, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're studying not just what it's like at the beginning of a word, but you also want to study the ones that interchange. You also want to study the ones that look different in the middle or the end of a word as well. All right. Next, we're gonna get into some gender and colors. So first we have father. The Hebrew word for father is Abba. Which in the Hebrew, you'll write it Abba. The next word you have is mother. In the Hebrew is Amma. And then when you write it out, it'll look like this. The next is brother. Hebrew word for that is Ak. After brother, you have sister. The Hebrew word for sister is akwath. Hebrew, you'll write it akawatha. So then the next word is boy. The Hebrew word for boy is yalad. Yalad. Write that in the Hebrew. That's a lot here. It's getting ready to do this Syrian. Oh. Yalad. And what these are that I'm putting underneath them, these are the connectors. So this tells you what characters run together and which ones are pronounced, which ones are separate. So after boy, you have girl. The Hebrew word for girl is yalada. You're right, Doug. After girl, you have male. The Hebrew word for male is ayash. You'll write it in the Hebrew. Ayasha or Ayash. Ayash. After male, you have female. Which is Nakwaba. Nakwaba. And in the Hebrew, you will write it Nakwabaha. Nakwaba. After female, you have king. The Hebrew word for king is malak. Malak. The Hebrew word there is malak. And then where you write it in the Hebrew, ma, la, ka, ma, lak. After king, you have queen. Which is Malacca. And you will write that in the Hebrew. La-ka-ha. Malacca. You have a moment to get write that down. There's your agenda. Next, we're going to go over the colors. First, you have red. Which is Adawam. Which is also the name of Esau. And they named him Esau because he was red all over like a hairy garment. So you have red. The Hebrew word for red is Adawam. You will write it. Adawam. The next color you have is blue. The Hebrew word for blue is thakalath. Thakalath. And then in Hebrew, you would write it Thakalatha. Thakalath. The next color you have is black. In the Hebrew, black is shachawar. that's too small to read, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rewrite that. You have Shakawar. And you will write it. Remember, it's all when you're writing it out, it's always right to left. Sha. Kha. Shakawar. After black, you have purple. This first two is too small. So the first two too small. Well, too long. The Hebrew word for purple is Arakwaman. Arakwaman. Then you'll write it. Some more space. A little bit more. Arakwaman. After purple, you got green. The word for green in Hebrew is Yarakwa. Yarakwa. You will write it. Yarakwa. I'll give you a minute to get that. All right. The next color is silver. Silver. In the Hebrew, it's kasap. Kasap. Y'all like that? Kasap. After silver, you got white. The Hebrew word for white is laban. 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 After white, you got yellow. The Hebrew word for yellow is tazahab. Tazahab. And you will write it. Taza. Tazahab. After yellow, you have brown. The Hebrew word for brown is shacham. 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 And you will write it. Shacham. After bronze, you have bronze. The Hebrew word for bronze is arad. Arad. You'll write it. Arad. Give you a minute for that. All right. We got gender, we got color. Now let's go over the names of the nations. So you have 18 nations under the sun. Well, Salakia, we went over this last week. So Salakia, give me 1 second. Salakia, bear with me 1 second. All right, so we'll get Most High. Get Lord in the Hebrew. In the ancient. Some more space there. And then we'll also get it in the Assyrian. So anytime you're reading the Bible and you see the word Lord in all capital letters, the word Lord is Yahweh. And this is how you pronounce it. This is how you will write it in the Assyrian, in the ancient. It's Yahweh. And then this is your Assyrian. Now remember, there's no connectors, there's no vowel points in the Assyrian Hebrew. All right. Next. Next, we have Savior or Deliverer. Which is Yahweh Shai. So anytime you see Jesus in the Bible, or anytime you see Joshua in the Old Testament, this is what you're reading. Yahweh Shai. In the Assyrian, it's how I look in Assyrian, and this is how you would spell it. Yahweh Shai, which is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Trooper Azan Shalom, Lord Christ. You got any questions? Go ahead and type it down in the chat. After Savior or Deliverer or Yahweh Shai, you have anointed. Down some more. Have anointed. In the Hebrew is in the Hebrew is Mashayach. You go into your fake Jews, your Aramaic people, the fake Jews of the world, they'll call it Mashiach, but they're adding vowel points. The proper way to pronounce anointed is Mashayach. And in the Assyrian, Mashayach. Mashayach. Give you a minute to write and get that down. Lord Christ, true. Christ. All right. Last week we went over the salute for the brothers and sisters, which for the brothers is Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakathan, from multiple people. It's like Barakatha for singular, Barakathum for multiple, for brothers. For sisters, is Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathun for multiple, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, or Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alatha for singular, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, which is Shalom, Lord, peace, Lord, in the name of Christ. It's like it, Lord, watch over you in the name of Christ. For sisters. Today we're gonna go over the prayer that we say in Sabbath service to bless Israel. So the first word we have is too small. Like it. First word we have is the Most High's name, Yahweh. Which means Lord. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai is next. It's like it. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai means Lord in the name of Christ. Barak Lanawa means bless us. Wa Yasharu. Wa Yashala is and Israel. Wahabayath is and the school. Wahabayath, Saparium, and the school. After that, you have Barak, means to bless. Rapah, Salakia. Rapah means heal. Magun means shield. Hagun means protect. So you have Lord, well, here's what I do with this. So you got Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel. And the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. You have, after Hagun, in the name So the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh means Lord. Bahashem in the name. Yahweh Shai, Jesus. Barak Lanawa, bless us. Wayashala and Israel. Wahaya Bayath Saparium and the school. Barak, bless. Rapah, heal. Magun, shield. Hagun, protect. Bahashem in the name. Yahweh Shai, which is Jesus. Thawada Amen means thank you. Give you a moment to write that down. Lord Christ, sir. All right, with that, we are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, since 1969. If it's not of the ISUPK under command of General Yohana, it is not the truth and it's not of the Lord. This is your Friday night Lashawan Qadash class. Shalom, Israel.